Star Trek Voyager across the unknown. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown is a story-driven survival strategy game in which the fate of the iconic starship is in your hands. Take the helm, manage the ship and resources and make difficult decisions, like should you refund it or should you keep it? That's actually an easy one. Will you be able to bring home the ship and its crew? Yes guys, Star Trek Voyager, my favourite Star Trek series game, is out. And I played the demo and I found the demo it was like a love-hate thing with the demo. There was things on the ship that you do that I found interesting, but the thing that absolutely destroyed every bit of love I had for that game was the absolutely abysmal, horrible combat. And I think I ended the review along the lines of it'll either be shit or it'll be good, depending on what they do about it. They did nothing, so the game's shit. And it just is. It's just a rubbish game, this is like pointless, absolutely pointless. I mean, the most exciting parts of Star Trek is the combat. And sure, they tried to find the diplomatic option, but at the end of the day, you're all sitting there watching it and you think, get the fucking phasers out, love. But in this game, you dread getting the phasers out because you are presented, I'll come to that in a minute. What is the game? It follows closely to the actual story of Voyager, which is an excellent story, brilliant episodes, brilliant acting, really good characters, fantastic. Absolutely loved it. And as I said, this follows the story. Voyager gets knocked into the Delta Quadrant whilst trying to find Chuckles in the Badlands. The caretaker sends him back, and you've got to try and get back to the Alpha Quadrant. And it follows closely some of the episodes. So I skipped nearly all the dialogue because it's pretty much, the same as the actual series. And the dialogue, by the way, is absolutely soulless. No voice. It's just text. And when you have the music turned off, like I do for copyright reasons, your game experience is a bit like this. But I just wanted to get to the combat. All I cared about was the combat. I knew all about, how you have to fix up your ship. Voyager's wrecked. Everything's offline. There's no power. You bring your power online, and then what you have to do is assign work teams to clear the rubble out of the corridors and rebuild all the buildings. When I say buildings, I mean like transporter rooms and things like that. There's some of them are still intact, but they're lacking power and they need repairs. And what you do is you go and get resources to do that by flying around the first sector that you're in, by simply right-clicking a planet. You'll get a scan that'll say, oh, if you go here, there's deuterium or something, or whatever the other resources that you need. And so you fly there. Then you'll have a little mini-game where you do an away mission or some other kind of mini-game where you just pick the best stats for the RNG mini-game, and that tells you how much shit that you get. You then use that shit to repair your rooms, build new rooms, clear debris away, and there's a lot of rooms that you can build as research as well. You can research a lot of things that will help you in these mini games and help you ship in other ways. But it's very much a spreadsheet game, that, and not really that engaging, to be honest. In a Star Trek game, that's not really what I want to be doing all the time, but in this, that's exactly what you're doing all the time. And eventually you'll get to the combat. Oh my. The combat. The combat consists of the Starship Voyager doing 360s around another ship and you pressing 3 buttons. It all does it all itself. It fires all the phases itself. You fire photon torpedoes and tell Tuvok or whoever you've selected as your bridge crew whether or not you want them to jam their fucking shields. Oh, that's it. That is the combat is the most boring, awful joke that I've ever seen. I can't believe that this game, for 25 bills, that's for the base game, more on that in a second, for 25 bills, they decided when they made this that, yes, that encapsulates Star Trek combat. So as soon as I saw the combat, I ditched the game. Why would I not ditch the... Who the hell wants to play through a whole game knowing that every time combat happens, this is what you've got to face? There is an auto-resolve, but you'll probably get beat a lot on auto-resolve. You normally do in games because the human factor's gone. So, nah, this game is a complete disaster. purely because of the combat and also the saves. You can't save your game. My dog wanted to shit and I had to leave and I had to redo progress about 10 minutes worth when I came back. It's autosave. Autosave none. In 2026, my goodness, program a save in, for fuck's sake. All that put me in a bad mood, but you know what finished me off, guys? The Day 1 DLC. New missions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new missions, guys. 5 new missions. 2 new heroes to recruit and 3 new technologies. If you just bought the normal game, you don't get that. You get none of that. Hey, you, over there, you spent 25 quid on the spreadsheet game. You don't get that. Go f*** yourself. If you want that, you've got to get your wallet back out and slap another f***ing tenner on the counter. This game is a joke. It's a joke. It could have been great. Star Trek Voyager, one of the best Star Trek franchises ever. All they had to do was put the... Why can't we have the combat like Star Trek Online? That was really good. The combat in Star Trek Online's really good fun. Why can't we have that? I mean, why? Why do we have to have all the micromanaging? Oh, I've got to turn the power off on this, turn the power off on that because there's not enough power. Put the power on this and that. All this boring spreadsheeting wank that we have to do. That's not what Star Trek's about. I'm sorry. So if you want the proper game of this, it's $37.99, guys. That's how much it is to get everything that was made for this game. $37.99. And when you play it and you think, hang on, is this worth $37.99? The answer to that is an absolute no. Guys, I would rather lick a Ferengi's earwax out of his ears than play another minute of this game. How did that even get into your head? No, I don't know. There you go. It's not worth a buy.